afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Kauffie, live here on the Kauffie Company and, of course, on Tottenham on Tour, the world-famous home of Levy Out. And it's the big one. It's the big one, isn't it? It's Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United in the Europa League final in Bilbao. The stage is set. Daigle is here. Koff is here. We're here for a bit of a fun show. We're going to preview the game of Spurs winning the cup tomorrow because I don't see it any other way. I don't give a shit. Everyone's going to clip me. I do not care. Spurs are winning the cup. We're on the way to Bilbao and we're going to do it. But Aki, how are you this afternoon, this morning for you? And how is everyone in chat?
It's a beautiful morning here in Toronto, I have to say. I've just taken my last antibiotics post-surgery. And I think you need to change. It shouldn't be called the place of chill today. It should be called the place of nerves.
I'm not nervous.
Mate, the nerves kicked in for me yesterday big time. I don't know. I was watching loads of Tottenham content, like I said, when I came on your show yesterday. And it got me. It got me. And the nerves have officially kicked in. So yeah, one more day to go. One more day to go.
I am not nervous at all. I'm really chill about tomorrow. I fly out tomorrow at 20 to 12 and I get into Bilbao at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 2:40-ish. And I've got 6 hours in Bilbao to have a laugh. So we're going to have a laugh. We're going to have a good time. I'm not nervous at all. Let's see who's in the chat.
When do you come back?
Thursday morning.
Okay.
I come back Thursday morning. So there and back in the day. We're going on the jolly. We're going on.
You're coming back tomorrow as well?
No, Thursday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Will. Stop interrupting. We're here. But let's see who's in the chat to take us through the show. We got Matty K. Study for your exams. Study. Study, little Wacky. Go and study. Indeed. He comes into the show to be entertained. All he does is gets me and Daigle shouting at him to study.
Yep, exactly.
That's what brothers do. And that's what we do. Well, we have Shem Tangs in the house.
Yeah,
hello, Mr. Ben Giovanni and Mr. Daiglicious. Hope you're both well. And Mr. Daiglish is doing better. You're on your way out.
I am
on your way out.
I am.
Finally.
Thursday, the tubes come out, the stents come out. Then there'll be a couple of days sore around there just so it adapts, but then all systems go. And breathing will be very, very clear. And hopefully that will be a massive step in curing the health issues I've been having.
Indeed. That's what we all hope. We got Curly Normans in the house. Good to see her. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're doing well. Got Matty K. Son, come on, you effing Spurs. Good to see you. We got my lovely Mickey who's in the house saying hi to the best peeps in the screen. Good to see my other half. Hopefully everyone says hello to her as well while you're at it. I'll see you at the parade. I'll see you on Friday, sunshine. But except if you've got an exam. If you've got an exam on Friday,
I have to say with this, has it been confirmed by Spurs on Friday? Because all the people have seen.
Yes, Friday at 3:30.
I'm saying, have Spurs officially
confirmed it? They have confirmed it. It's 3 o'clock on Friday.
Okay. Which I think is a bit silly. I will say I think it's a bit silly. 3 o'clock on a Friday when it's a bank holiday weekend and
during exams.
Kids are at school, people are at work. So yeah,
well, it's good for them. It's good for the King Solomon and the Claw Tikva kids because they go out at 1:15.
Yeah, but the thing is, mate, if you look at it and said, would you rather a open top parade on a silly time or no open top parade? I think we all know which one we're going to choose.
Indeed, but you want everyone to be there.
Of course.
Got
Mammy will be there.
We got Lily White Lane is going to be there.
Robbie.
Saying, afternoon, lads. Anyone confident of a good night's sleep later? I am indeed. I will be making sure I am. We got Tezza. Good to see you, Terry. Hopefully you're well, buddy. We got Johnny's in the house. Good to see you. We got Dan Payton is in the house saying, afternoon, chaps. Hope all is well. Flying to Barcelona later.
Get in.
For this evening, I think, from Gatwick. Actually, really excited to be going out there. Great stuff, Dan. I will see you out there, sunshine. I will see you out there. We have a new person. We've got Casey Cozzolino.
There you go, Casey.
Good to see her. Hopefully you're well. Morning from the United States. Good to see her. We have Daniel 90 saying, big up, legends. Big up, Dan. Hopefully you're doing well. We have, yeah, indeed, it's a good one. I smell the silverware. Great stuff. Great stuff. We got Terry O'Shea. Good to see you, Tezza. Good to see you, Tezza.
There you go, Terry, brother. I was speaking with him earlier. Top man.
He is indeed on the coach. The entire team has got on the coach. The entire team.
Can you go back to that comment as well? Because obviously, people will know I give Spurs a when I think Spurs deserve criticism, I will always go in, especially when it's on the top brass and everything.
Yeah.
But I will say what I will always say when I think the club have done well. And unlike Man U, who have refused to pay for certain members of staff, and Amarin's picking up, Tottenham Hotspur have paid for every single playing staff member to be there. People like Will Lancashire, who's been on loan and has come back, is out there with the team. The youngsters are out there with the team. And I think it's an incredible touch from Tottenham Hotspur to do that.
When they do it right, we will praise them.
Exactly. So well done, Tottenham.
Indeed. We got Boxing Hotspur 57 afternoon chat. I'm extremely confident tomorrow is our day. Everyone's devastated we're missing the playmakers, but we have better athletes in there who are more positionally aware. I hope so, indeed. But good to see a Boxing Hotspur. We got Dean Thomas with a song from Barry. And without further ado, here's Barry.
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Coming inside so strong.
Oh, that's
big up, Barry. He has to get a shout. Hoping Spurs, indeed. I hope we get there. Mickey has made caramelised onion chutney tarts with goat's cheese and baked figs. That sounds absolutely lovely. That sounds rather nice. We have D&B forever. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. He's not in the team tomorrow. He's not in the team. As much as he brings his own pillow, which is what my dad does. My dad's going to see that and show that to my mum. See, people do it. People take their own pillows on holiday.
I will say with Maddison as well, there's always, obviously, all of a sudden, there's massive talk that maybe it was to stop the leak and put one in. He's come out on his personal social media and wrote that heartfelt message and saying there is no chance in my eyes, not a single chance, not in a month of Sundays of James Maddison being there, but he is part of the leadership team. And like we just said, all the team have got out there to be with each other. And Ilana takes her pillow with her everywhere as well.
But
so there you go.
It is a thing. We have Tom 81 from the DW. Oh, good to see her. The Daily World Order is in the house. Good to see her. We got Floyd Jarrett's in the house. We know that shit is our new CEO. Levy probably stroked out seeing travel expenses. Yeah, big up, Casey. Big up.
All right, Casey, welcome to the family. Where in the States are you, Casey?
Welcome, Casey.
But you know what? We're gonna try today, people in the chat, there's 62 of us. We're gonna try and have some fan fun today with the build up. Obviously, we will talk the game, but I don't know if people are on social media at all or with it. I'm loving seeing people making their journeys in or telling stories of where they're watching it, who they're watching it with. Ben, obviously, you're going to Bilbao, like Dan is. Like Dan said, he's on the way into via Barcelona. I'm obviously at the Scotland Yard where it's going to be absolutely bouncing. Where is everyone watching the game? And who is everyone watching the game with? Let's have some light-hearted Spurs fun and have some.
Absolutely.
Let's have some positivity without going over the top positivity, and let's just have some fan-led fun. Ben, you're flying just direct into Bilbao.
Direct from Bilbao from Gatwick tomorrow,
mate. You're lucky on final day. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not. I said the same thing in because there was a few YouTubers in a couple of groups. I'm not lucky. We paid the money to fly in. We're not lucky. There's a flight. We spent stupid money on it. But luckily, Mr. Lubo sorted us out hotel-wise. We've still done quite well. So big up to Ian Lubin, as we like to know. Big up to
Stayed
Lubo.
in the same hotel as him.
Yes.
Nice. Which hotel?
I can't remember what it's called. I can't
Far,
remember.
far from the ground?
It's about 15 minutes in a cab. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Could you imagine the fan base if World does name Madders and Bergvall and Decky on the bench? I don't think that's happening. I don't think it's happening.
Mate,
I think the world would explode if that happened, and it would be.
All I can say is I always say, Ben, I wish that every single Englishman was in the same place at the same time from all over the world when Beckham scored that free kick against Greece.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the noise if every single Englishman was together when that happened? Like English man, woman, kid, child, blah, blah. If those three were in the starting lineup or on the bench, if all Spurs fans together, that would go from like, bang, we're winning it. That would be just like, done, we are winning it. There you go. The pubs are going to be heaving. The pubs are going to be heaving.
But Dingo is saying he's in the Candyman pub in Bracknell. Get a few family friends are getting a 17 hour. That's a crazy effort.
Yep.
Good to see a psycho teacher.
Big up, psycho.
It was expensive. We got Angus is in the house with a new picture. Angus is a new picture.
That's a cute dog. That's a cute dog.
Good to see you, Angus. The least biased fan on the planet, apparently, in his words.
Do you know what, Johnny? I have to say, this is what it's all about. I've spoken to so many people. Like I said, this is, as much as you want to watch it with your mates, and as I saw a lot of videos. I said it before I saw the videos with Crystal Palace, where you saw dads and grandpas and grandkids and whatever wanting to watch it. And there's nothing more I'd rather do than watch this game with my dad. If someone said to me, I'll give you a ticket to Bilbao now, or you can watch it at home with your dad, I'm choosing my dad every time. Every time.
That's why it's got to be. We got Jason Bell's in the house, YouTube member. Good morning, all. I'm nervous already about tomorrow. The nerves are kicking in. We got Colin Crossamano saying, hi, boys. What about the Welsh, Brian? Big up the Welsh.
Yeah, you know what I meant. I said every Spurs fan. Well, I don't think you'd want to see every single Welshman when the Beckham goal went in. I think it would be absolute silence.
They would probably be like that.
Maybe I would, but who knows, mate? Every single Welshman could be very, very proud tomorrow if it's Brennan Johnson or even a Ben Davies if he's on the pitch, scores a winner.
I spoke with because I was speaking with a gentleman I'm going with that's close to my family, and we're talking about where we're sitting because we're in the same block. And we're like, yeah, we might be a bit of a crap position because we're right by the corner flag. But imagine if Brennan Johnson scores the winner and he does a knee slide into that corner. That would be legendary.
Oh, mate, it could be anyone.
Yeah, indeed. We got Stuart 727's in the house. Good to see her. Hopefully all well. Me and my new dog. Good to see her. He's watching it on my own, coupled in a man cave, and would normally go out for finals, but too many bad memories, so time to change that. Please, Tottenham, please. Yep. Indeed.
I have to say, just very quickly, Angus, it's your new dog. Have you called it Winner?
Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot my vape. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
I work 4 p.m. till midnight, so I'm taking work off tomorrow. I'm watching the game with my only Spurs fan buddy. The bricklayer's arms will be bouncing. Indeed. Will do, indeed. If you don't like coming second, go and watch Spurs in a final. Yeah, Spurs are going to win. Spurs are going to win. Drew La is in the house. Good to see you, Drew La. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well, miss. 190 to 1. Brennan Johnson and Sonny's the Spurs.
Wow, so good.
Anytime. And
that is not a bad bet.
That's not a bad bet at all, is it?
That is not a bad... Boxing Hotspur, could you imagine you put a bet on like this and it comes in and Spurs win a cup?
Yeah, indeed.
Could there be
there are 50 in the coffee company chat right now, 52 of them and 80 across all platforms. My moderators that are or our moderators that are on standby, please put the links for both the Coffee Company and, of course, Tottenham on Tour. So everyone who is watching and subscribe to both channels, and make sure you smash the like button. It is free and it helps us both out and helps us all out with the algorithm.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to get more Tottenham on Tour content to you
Which will be coming.
ASAP. My son is watching it with his dad. That's an interesting way of saying you're watching it with your son, boy. Brilliant. I have tickets to go to the Spurs Stadium, or my mum is not letting me go anymore. Boo!
Mate, do you know what? I have to say, Matty, I have to. Do you know what, mate? I'm telling you now, and this will go to Stuart, who's talking about watching it with his anyone who's watching it with their kids at home or wherever. Matt, I'm telling you now, as much as that you may think that's not a good thing. Yes, if we win it and at the Spurs Stadium, it'll be rocking. But I'll tell you now, I would give anything to have more memories of winning trophies and be with my dad and my late grandpa and blah, blah, blah. Those are memories they will be worth 1,000,000 times more, trust me, than if you were at the ground watching it on TV. I wouldn't, if someone like, again, offered me tickets at the ground, nope, watching it with my dad and my nephews. That I wouldn't change that for the world. So you may think that it's a bad thing, but should we win, it will be one of the best decisions. Honestly, I winning it and being around your family is one of the best things ever.
Angus is in the house saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you? 0 out of 10. We're gonna do it.
I'll tell you now that I'm at a 12. But I will say, whilst we're going through these comments, because this is the next question I want to ask, and obviously they'll lead down by the time we get there. Does anyone have? I'll give you my example for me, so it gives it a kind of any rituals for the night before big games. Like, what are you gonna? What are you going to be doing tonight? Like, I know for absolute certain, like the NLDs, I will hardly sleep tonight. I will hardly sleep tonight because it gets in my head that it's tomorrow, and I'll do when it comes to the North London Derby, I'll watch all old North London Derby games, interviews, whatever. I will be doing Spurs European games all night, the glory nights and everything, and listening to the fans and watching interviews and listening to players like Perryman and all the greats that have done like side interviews on it. So what is everyone else's ritual or plans for this evening? Or is it just get an early night and hope tomorrow gets here? But go on, Ben, back to you, bro.
We got Nick's in the house. Good to see you, Nick.
Nick.
At London Coffee Festival, the coffee that you sent me, the roaster was in London for London Coffee Festival, so I had a chat with him. So the guy that owns Onyx was at the London Coffee Festival. We had a great chat, and he gave me some chocolate, so it was great. Big up to Onyx Coffee Roasters. Great coffee, great coffee. Go and subscribe to both streams. Indeed, we have George, big game, and 3 cups in Scotland, 2 grand finals in Oz, and an Asian Cup. He will deliver motivational speeches. Are second to none. Good to hear. Good to Matty K's mum. You just made the list.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list. Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
Indeed, she just made the list. We got Ian Ferguson's in the house. Good to see her. Question is, what have you done, Matty? Indeed, Drula. Indeed, my kids will still be in school. Boo.
Mate, do you know what? I speak to a guy on Twitter. He occasionally goes on Chris Cowlins, but that's not how I know him. We've spoken over Twitter for age and age. A really, really top guy called Blake. And I was speaking to him today, like, oh my God, blah. And I said, what are you doing for the game? And he's like, Brian, for where I am in Australia, it's on at 4:30 in the morning. I'm getting up, and he goes, and my 2 daughters are getting up to watch it with me before school. And I was like, do you know what? First of all, your daughters, whatever age they are, I don't know the age, they're warriors. And I'll tell you one thing, if we win that game, they'll go into school on cloud 9 and just be on adrenaline and pumped up all day. I was like, if we lose, that day is going to be like the longest day in the world for them. and they're just going to be strong. Oh my God! Thanks a lot, Annabelle, and to you, buddy, and to you. But I will say, in the year of the
it's
bird,
the year of the bird, Aki. We need the
I know. I
bird
was just
team.
about to say
Real
the year.
Betis.
Yeah, but I was about to say the year of the birds. Real Betis logo is a bird.
Yeah.
So we never know. We never
Bird
know.
life. Bird life.
I have to say, Arabang has come into this chat. We follow each other on Twitter. He is the nicest Chelsea fan I've ever met, and I haven't even met him.
Good lad.
He's a
He's a
top
good lad.
boy. Top boy.
We've got Leo, who's a YouTube
Yeah, Leo.
member as well. Hi, Leo. Good to see you. Good to see you. Much love indeed. Hopefully you're feeling better. No need for superstitions. Our name's on the cup. Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, mate. Listen, like I said, this is. Yeah, I remember as well. The Paul Gascoigne free kick. I'm taking credit for the goal. Because I remember I was coming back from Jewish Sunday school, learning my bar mitzvah piece, and I was running home because it was around the corner from me. And my dad said, "Spurs have got a free kick. Hurry up, hurry up!" And I ran into the room. And when I stopped, it was like I passed the baton to Gaza, and Gaza started running. So it was my baton that he took, and it went. And obviously, my dad goes on about how potty I went. It's those memories that you can never, ever, ever forget. And you'd wish you had if you hadn't. So, yeah, I can imagine what it was like with Zeddy and you across the Marno. Oh, mate, Annabelle, I have to say, you versus Nottingham Forest, what a game at the end. It kind of reminds me when you had to beat Liverpool to get Champions League with what's his name, Ranieri.
Yeah.
With a lot of prime.
Big up. I have to cook 2 lasagnas tonight for my missus to take into work so I can distract myself. Give some lasagnas to the Manchester United team. To the Manchester United team.
I was joking with Simeon yesterday. And said, obviously, that apparently they had that massive team barbecue. I really hope chicken wasn't on the menu. Can you imagine? Let's just hope we haven't barbecue gated ourselves. But yeah, lasagna. I stay away from lasagna for obvious reasons.
No, lasagna's delicious.
Everyone doing the Bertie song down the. Mate, honestly, I cannot. I cannot wait. I mean, Ben, I don't know about you. I got asked the question when I was speaking to Ben and Sim and We Are Tottenham TV on Sunday. They did a fan show quickly, so I popped on. And they're like, how can you put into words what this means to you if Spurs win? And I was like, do you know what? I don't think I can put this into words. I was like, I think what you'll see, please God, and again, please God, like what happened with Crystal Palace on Saturday, those images we've seen with the fans and the tifo, that Crystal Palace with their tifo. No, not at all, Rob. Never you. I'm sure
you'll make a special one for Man United.
Yeah,
make a special one for Man United.
Well, those images you saw Crystal Palace fans, and there's one special one with the stranger that took a picture of the father and son hugging at the end. Those images speak a million words. No amount of words.
It's immortalized. It's immortal.
It's going to be insane.
We've got Vineet with a super chat saying, I have a feeling here that Spurs will win the trophy with their worst ever manager. See a monster performance from Romero and Bentancur. You know what? It can salvage his career. He can go out on a high. And let's listen to our good friend, Mr. Savalicious, as we like to call him here. And they were talking about the words of, will the players of this squad be legends if they win this Europa League? And I think they are. They are written into history. They are written into history. If Brennan Johnson scores the goal that wins Tottenham Hotspur the Europa League, he is just as big a legend as Tony Parks, who saved that penalty to win the Europa League versus Anderlecht in '84. They will be legends. Even Ange Postecoglou, who you all know I'm not the biggest fan of, he will be a Spurs legend if he wins that trophy. He will be a Spurs legend.
Yep.
Be the worst ever manager in the league, in the Premier League history of Tottenham Hotspur. He will be a Spurs legend. What football is about, isn't it, Aki? Making yourself a legend.
I will definitely say this, and your feelings on Ange is the same with me. I don't care how I feel about the man. Any in my eyes, anyone that wins a trophy at this team is immortalised, and especially when you look at how long we have had to wait, the pain and anguish we have had to go through, and everything that goes on. Do you know what? Ben Davies, who a lot of people will say he's crap, he's not good enough, whatever. Whether that be the case or not, he is someone that's given the club 10 years of service.
Yep.
It's not Ben Davies' fault that he's not had the greatest players around him, apart from with Poch, where the chopping and changing, blah, blah, blah. When we have needed someone to stand, big up, Faz. I haven't seen you in here for ages, buddy. I hope you're good. Hope you're good. It comes to a point where that guy has won a trophy. And when you look at it and you look at the players, the glorious players that have walked through this football club and not been able to get the job over the line for whatever reason, Jeff, big up, brother. I hope you're good and well, buddy. For whatever reason, haven't got the job done and still deemed. Yeah. Harry Kane is deemed, and this is a bad example. Harry Kane is deemed a legend at Spurs. He's Spurs' record goal scorer. Didn't get a trophy over the line. If Ben Davies wins a trophy, he's had more success at Tottenham than Harry Kane. Forget the personal accolades. Yeah. And I don't care what happens tomorrow. Every single player, should they win tomorrow, they deserve the absolute maximum
adulation.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of a word. They deserve that. It could be like Psycho, as you said. Could be his fellow countryman Richie, who splits opinions.
Yeah.
And has been injured a lot and can't keep fit. All those injuries that would have been gone before will mean absolutely goddamn nothing. No. If we win tomorrow and Richarlison scores the winner, 10 years' time when people talk about Richarlison, is the first thing they say going to be, well, he's always injured, or he scored the winner, or was part of Tottenham Hotspur's trophy winning team. And you got to remember as well, what also will make them legends is it's 17 years since someone's been able to do it. Absolutely. 17 years, and you can blame the owner like I will constantly. You can blame the managers, you can blame the recruitment, whatever. Whoever gets it over the line deserve maximum credit.
Indeed.
And will always go down as a legend to me, personally.
Absolutely. But also, Angus, he's won more. If Ange wins the Europa Cup, he's won more European trophies than Arsenal's entire history.
Well, no, they've won one cup. It joins. They've won the Cup Winners' Cup.
Oh, it's the Cup Winners' Cup. It's not a Europa Cup, and it's not a Champions League. He would be more decorated than Arteta by far. And he would be more decorated European trophy-wise than Arsenal. Stick that in a pipe and smoke it. I was 9 when we last won a trophy. It has to happen now. Indeed, in similar boat. We've got Vinny with another super chat. Thank you so much, Vinny, for the 2 super chats. But English fans need a big reality check. They bash other leagues as farmers' leagues and rate guys like Bellingham and Rice over PSG and Barcelona midfielders. Exactly. Who's the best striker in the Premier League now? Erling Haaland. Where did he come from? The Farmers' League. Who's the best team currently?
Well, you can say the second striker as well in Isaac.
Yep. Farmers' League.
Mate, this is it. We're not just England, but if we focus this mainly on Tottenham, we have got way above our station. Way above our station, and we need a major reality check about where we stand in the pecking order with the finances. Well, listen, we know we've got the money. We're not getting into that today. This is all about fun and hyping up for the Spurs game. We are a club steeped in history, not most recent history. We are a very, very prominent team. Like if you went to people around the world and said name 5 or 6 clubs in England, Tottenham will always get mentioned. Maybe not first, but will be mentioned.
And also, if we win the Europa Cup, we go into the 2029 UEFA Club World Cup.
There you go, sir. You got. Exactly. But this is the thing. We have to realise where we stand in the pecking order, not just on stature and name alone. I keep saying now it's the +5, but the big 5+1.
Yeah.
But we shall see. Listen, this is like we said. We know all about that, but hopefully, like we said, getting back to this trophy, it will be in the trophy cabinet. The first one for 17 years.
And let's kick on.
A joyous time. The one thing I really hope that don't come over too long is, and I'm going to just have this little say, and then we'll go back to fun and games, is Sava mentioned it earlier, but I briefly watched Sava's for a brief moment before I fell back to sleep. It was like 4:30 in the morning here. No, sorry, 5:30. Is don't let fans say you're not allowed to celebrate. These fans that say you're not allowed to celebrate is absolutely, and it will just show that the very first thing they want to do when Spurs win a trophy is want to come and say you can't celebrate, blah blah blah.
Oh, I'm absolutely celebrating.
On the flip side, should it go the other way, which I pray to God it don't, there will be fans that go, "I told you, Ange," blah blah blah, which is again not on. It's not about that. This is about Spurs coming together. This isn't about the owners. This isn't about the manager. This isn't about the players. It's about the club, and it's about the fans supporting their club.
Yeah,
they follow through thick and thin, whatever their views are. We all want Spurs to be in a final, so let's be together.
Indeed.
In a final and enjoy the moment. So if anyone comes at you and goes, "Oh, you're not allowed to," just ignore. Just ignore. Don't even rise to the bait.
We got our lovely Jesse's in the house. Good to see you, Jess. Hopefully all well. Yes, I would love him to do the Pombo. The Guardians of the Pombo are back.
So, you know what? As we go through the comments, another question. If a play, let's just say there's going to be a winner, Tottenham are going to win it. Who do you want? Who do you want and who do you think? Could be the same. Could be the same. But I think it's going to be Brennan Johnson. But I would love it to be Sonny, because Sonny got the first goal at the new stadium, the first Champions League goal, and how much fate and the complete hat-trick would it be if he was the one that scored the goal?
Yeah.
That broke the trophy curse. He stayed all along.
Love it.
But who do we think it's going to be, and who do you want it to be?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Nige, by the way, Nige, put in the comments, how is Designated Survivor going?
Good to see you, Sheriff. Good to see you, Sheriff. The traffic wumble. The traffic wumble. I'll be missing
it. Hope you're good, buddy.
Indeed. Got Paddy's in the house. And afternoon, you beautiful people. I feel sick as shit over tomorrow night. The single is on.
Do you know what that is? Paddy, the single is on.
The single is on. It's on until it ain't on.
Paddy, you've got to do a hashtag and get it trending. I'll retweet it immediately. That is a that mate. I'm gonna nick that. I'm gonna nick that if you don't use it. That is the tagline.
Great stuff. I will be in Bilbao tomorrow, Fernando. I will be in Bilbao tomorrow. I've got a business to run. I've got a tiny business. If we're not open, we're not open. So we are here. Indeed. Absolutely. European champions incoming. Wales, Moto Brian, stronger together. Indeed. Onana, 90th minute own goal.
Do you know what I will say? I was actually having a phone call with Terry before the stream. We're talking about all these, these wild coincidences, stats, what's it called, conspiracy theories and all that. What's the chances of Onana having a Tim Krul game tomorrow?
Oh, it's going to happen, isn't it?
It would just be so. Happen. I mean, we were saying, you got to remember, he's still got probably flashbacks and PTSD from the Ajax semi-final.
Yeah.
He's probably got flashbacks from there. It's literally, I could just see, I can honestly just see it. But yeah, an 90th minute flop Could you imagine him going back to Manchester the next day?
Imagine if Richarlison scores a 90th minute goal and he just runs straight into the crowd. I just see it. Stumping straight into the crowd.
Mate, and I will say, big up James Fowler. When we're talking about memories, when we're, I feel like that without the mask. In all honesty, I feel even better with the stents out on Thursday. But James currently, our brother James Flower, is in Greece or Rome, one of the Greek islands, on holiday with his family, and going to go watch it in a English bar or a sports bar with his 2 kids on holiday. I mean, this is what it's made of. Our audio, brother. That's what it's all made. Honestly, you look at it and you say football's about winning football, which it is. But in the grand scheme of things, it is all about having these memories with your family, with your friends, with whatever. And tomorrow could be one of the most epic days in our lifetimes. And I include Crossamano in that because football, Crossamano has seen the lot. People in Lubin's seen the lot, but we have been so...
No, Lubo didn't see the double winning team.
No, but I mean, he's seen things since. I mean, there's been a lot of things since. Yeah. Spurs were winning things at least once a decade or once, whatever. And now, obviously, we know how long it's gone. I just can't... I just cannot imagine what it'd be like to be watching it like James on holiday with your kids. Terry O'Shea's watching it with his boy. But I'll tell you what, Simeon, so he's got, obviously it's the final tomorrow. Yeah. If we win, it's his birthday Thursday. It will be the parade Friday and a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Could that not be the greatest birthday of your life?
What if Ange gets sacked on Monday?
Yeah, but mate,
it ruins Simeon's birthday.
Mate, do you know what? If he got sacked on Monday, I think Simeon will be so fucking hangover, he won't realise till Wednesday.
He won't. James Joris as well. You know what? It's
big up, James.
It'll be great, wouldn't it?
Oh, mate.
I was conceived because of the double.
Mate, there you go. There you go. No, Angus, the answer to that question is no. Sorry, I'm gonna lie. We will buy good players. They just won't be Champions League elect players.
Yeah. The parade will be on 3 p.m. on Friday. So if you are around at 3 o'clock Friday afternoon, if we win, which I think when we win, because we're winning, we're gonna do it anyway.
Is James thinking of getting a private jet out of
yes, he is.
out of Rhodes earlier to get there?
There's going to be
this Friday, James, bro. This Friday.
The bank holiday Monday, maybe Tuesday. Indeed. How many more kids? This Friday, yes, it will be. This Friday, we'll buy teenagers with potential, maybe a decent player in his prime. I hope so. Dan G's in the house saying, big up, lads. Good to see you, Daniel. There are 145 people watching on both platforms at the moment. So a gentle reminder, one of my moderators, if you can put the links in for both channels, that would be greatly appreciated. Go and subscribe to the Coffee Company and to, of course, to Tottenham on Tour. And share the love a bit. We're trying to do these dual streams at least once or twice a week, pre-game and post-game. And
I have to say to Tottenham Titbits, obviously in July it will be my 17th year sober. I always have these moments in my life where I go, please God, if there are any alcohol fairies out there, just please can an alcohol fairy, like a genie, come down and go, right, you've got one wish. And you can drink non-stop for one day and you'll wake up the next day and you'll never know that you drunk. My God, would I be saying Wednesday? I put it this way: I'm always on the coast.
You weren't drinking for one day; you'd have 3-day benders,
mate. Yeah, no. If the alcohol fairies came down and said, right, it's one day, blah blah blah, and then you go back and no one will know you've drunk, blah blah. My God, my good God, one of my last official longest benders was when we beat Chelsea in the Worthington Cup, and I came back 4 days later. But James has just said he's back Thursday. I've got a busy day at work, but if we've won it, there's going to be a lot of people that are unhappy.
Yeah,
because I think James will be making his way down there.
We have the Sheriff with a £5 super chat. Thank you so much for all the support, Sheriff. YouTube member, of course. Things have changed. I may now get run over on the A303 if we win. It's not
Mark,
a good road to get run over.
Honestly, if I had a job, like I said, I've lost a job before because I told them I won't come in for Spurs Arsenal, and I called in the sick line and said I'm not coming in. I'm absolutely fine. It's Spurs Arsenal. If I had a job and they told me I had to work on UEFA, Ilana knows this as well. I would literally be not in a million years would I be working. Not a goddamn chance would I be working. I might have some dodgy prawns. I might have some fake dodgy prawns the night before. Who knows?
Yeah, they'd be like,
who knows? Those dodgy imaginary fake prawns always get the better of me when I need them.
Just find the worst curry house in Toronto
Jason,
and have the king prawn puree.
Exactly. Just go on to Uber.
No,
find
just
one.
make sure everyone's with you when you have the curry, and then you say, "Oh, it's dodgy prawns." I see.
But they're make believe, buddy. They're make believe. You don't actually go to a restaurant and then literally. I'll be like,
to have a curry, Aki.
Oh yeah, but I'll be at work and I'm going out for a curry. I'm going out for a curry tonight. Do I go out for the curry? Hell no. Do I wake up and think I've had the curry and the imaginary food all the time, mate? Works like a charm.
Good stuff. Yes, indeed, Jason. Thank you so much for the 14 months of membership. You can come to the parade. You won't see one for a while either.
Oh, mate, what amazing dogs Rob's got as well. I so want a dog. Congratulations to you, Mary, as well, darling. Congratulations to you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. 17 years, indeed. Wise words. We're gonna do it. We got to play the video again now.
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Something inside so strong. Send the link to Flower Power, Daigle. Send the link to Flower Power.
I saw this question. I knew this question. I was going to see how long did it take for this question to come up.
Why can't we have nice things?
Yeah, why can't we just have a nice chilled out stream where we ain't talked about him at all? Listen, I want Spurs to win trophies. I always want Spurs to win trophies, no matter what. Always have done, always will do. Why can't I have both? That we win a trophy and Levy goes this year. I will always put trophies for Tottenham above my hatred for that man. But the sooner that man goes, the better. Let me just send this link to Flower.
Made sure to have tomorrow afternoon.
Put it this way. What I will say to Maris as well is win, lose or draw, my views on that man never changes. That's what I will say.
Indeed. Do you want the guess of that? I'll send you a lasagna right now.
There you go, Rob. I'll tell you what, mate. Your cooking could be fantastic, brother. But by the time it gets from Wales to fucking Toronto, it definitely will be lasagna gate.
Indeed. Edmonton Green, 3 p.m. down the high road. Indeed, left at Lansdowne Road. And indeed.
I just got to remember, is on your bike Scott, the guy that I saw when I was with Ben or Simeon at Potter's Bar?
You might have been.
No, but the funniest thing is, if it's who I think it is, on your bike Scott is a bus driver. We've got our European correspondent in.
We do.
We've got
Flower
our European.
Power.
How are we doing, Flower?
How are we? It's not too loud, is it? The bar's playing music. Is that okay? Can you hear it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, the bar's got music.
If we get a copyright strike for music, this stream has made us £10,000. We'll just invoice you.
Yeah, we're invoicing you. Invoice Flowers Plumbing.
I'll send it to the hotel reception.
Indeed. I'll sod off, Angus.
Listen, Angus, but no, you know what? What we'll say again is Angus always owns up to it. Angus always owns up to it. And you got to remember, right now, Arsenal fans are dreading this. are dreading.
He must be
It's-
fuming. Imagine Big Vic lifting that trophy.
Before
Imagine
Gary
that.
Raya.
Poor Angus and poor Brian Daigle.
Why poor me?
Indeed.
Why poor me?
Raya out. Raya out, bro.
Raya out,
Hey,
bro.
this is
Big Vic.
the joy-
Big Vic.
Mate, I tell you what, let's just hope Vic don't make any cock-ups, which I pray to God he don't, because I will be coming for you straight away. But big up on your bike, it is on your bike, Scott. And James, let's go to you with a question first of all from Faz. I personally, do you know what? I thought he was completely out of it, but the more and more we get closer, I've got a little bit of hope that he might make the bench. Madison 100 billion% is out for me. James, what do you reckon?
Well, a lot of people saying, "Oh, if he's not fit, he shouldn't play." But he's only been injured like a week or two. You don't lose your whole fitness in that period of time. If he's fit and not hurting, not suffering from anything, then he plays.
But James, you look at it this way as well, and this is the thing. Let's talk a little bit about the game bit as well, because one thing I am going to say, and I don't want this to wind people up or annoy people, but I got a little bit disappointed personally. Now, it's all hindsight now, and we'll find out that players like Romero didn't get a few minutes in either game. And I'm not talking a half, I'm not talking a majority, I'm talking 15 minutes or whatever, just to keep the rhythm and match muscle, match memory and everything going in their legs. Now people are saying we have to rest there. I understand the injuries. That part I get. But what I will say with this as well is I wanted them to come in and have just some minutes in their legs, because now everyone is saying, oh, they're all going to be fresh. They're all heavily rested. So by that, I expect all of them to be able to fly in, fit, ready to go, and have no excuses for having a 7-up game, because they're well rested. Because they're well rested, their energy levels will be there. I don't know how people in the chat, there's 141 in here now. Am I being a bit over the top, thinking that players should have got some minutes? Because remember, we said after the Champions League final, we went 3 weeks without football because the season had over. We had that. Yeah. And then obviously, yes, the penalty affected it, but we had 3. Yes, they're training, but it's not match minutes. It's not as competitive or anything like that. I would have liked to have seen some shape of what we planned to do on Thursday, and some players that didn't get minutes have some minutes. I don't know how the chat feels. James, what do you think? And then we'll go to Ben.
I mean, I'm going to kind of stick up for Miller here a little bit, but I'm completely Ange out, and I've Ange out massively since the Brighton game. When I was there, and Brighton Ipswich. When I was there and I saw us losing, and he just stood there and did nothing. Yep. That for me was the final, not like now in the coffin. But let's be honest, that is a lose-lose situation for him. No matter what he would have done, he would have been criticised. If he played Van der Ven and Van der Ven got injured, oh my word, we wouldn't have heard the end of it. If he played Romero got injured, we wouldn't have heard the end of it. So you've got to look at it from his point of view. Madison's just been taken out. Kulu's just been taken out. Why bother? I think he did the right thing. I just think last season, where he said about the Man City fans, about the Man City game is in, how can people want me to lose, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to install a winning mentality. Well, where's that winning mentality this season?
I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know that, Paddy. That makes a difference.
There is an open training session on TNT Sports at 4:30. So we will see a lot in that open training session, and that will be a massive indicator to see who's playing tomorrow. A massive indicator how they set up.
But for me, I would go back 5. If Bilbao isn't fit, I'll go a back 5 and I'll play I play Richarlison and Dominic Solanke as 10s, and you get your creativity from the wingers or wing backs.
I agree. Back 3, 5 in midfield.
But you listen. The thing is, whereas I would say I hope we play exactly the same as we did at Frankfurt. Exactly the same. Exactly the same, and have a team performance, not a gun ho performance. I just don't see. We went to a back 5 once against Everton and then changed it. We played a back five right at the end of Frankfurt. Huge risk. Just going right for this one game. We may have the players to do it.
Why you coach it, Aki? You've had a week to coach it into the players.
But that's the thing. You've had a week to coach it, but you haven't come up. When you're coaching it, the players you're playing against and learning it, they're not going in full throttle on you. You're getting more time on the ball, because they're not going to go crashing into you and everything. As much as I think, don't get me wrong, I think we're absolutely suited for it. I think that formation suits the team we've got to the ground.
Yeah.
But like James was just saying about the players and playing, he's damned if he doesn't, he's damned if he doesn't. If he goes to a 5-3-2 tomorrow and it backfires, then why the hell did you play a back five and try it for the first time since Everton in a final of all places? Why have you done? So, do you know what? And as much as us three want the manager to go, any way you look at this, he's damned if he does and he's damned if he doesn't.
Yeah, I've said, I said, I think about 2 weeks ago in the chat, I am no longer Ange until this game finishes. I just think that whole negativity, that whole circle needs to be dropped until that last whistle's been blown. Because even having a conversation about it is taking. Well, I can only speak for myself, and it's taking away the glory of the cup final when people go, "No, but Ange," just like, hold on, we're in a cup final. Oh yeah, but this is our worst ever season. But at the beginning of the season, everyone was saying the aim of elite sports is to win trophies, and now we're here. You're still trying to find a negative rather than just support the team. So I'm not Ange until that final whistle has been blown. Once that final whistle is blown, then I'll look forward to next season. But as of right now, we need to be focusing and sticking together and worrying about Wednesday, not anything else.
I'll tell you one thing, and I will say, I mean, me and Ben spoke just before this stream. We said, you know what, just today, let's not have Ange talk, Levy talk. Let's have fans talk and football talk. And do you know what? This has been one of my favourite streams that we've done in absolute. I hope everyone in the chat has enjoyed the stream because we've tried to stay away.
134 of you.
Yeah, I've loved this stream because it literally has been, James. It's like when you and me have sat back and spoken nostalgia, and those streams. This is I've really enjoyed having a stream like this. And I tell you what, I want to bring up a comment. Where was it? Nick came up with a great comment that I just want to bring up, which I agree with wholeheartedly. This one, Radu is out. We should have one centre back as sub, i.e. Danso. We will have Davies. So there will be two set up. So there will be two, but I completely understand what he's saying because when Danso came on against Frankfurt, aerially, for the brief time he was on, and I'm a massive, massive fan of Kevin Danso. I think he is an absolute beast. He needs to work on his pass and everything. But I think
I disagree with you, Aki. Why? This is the problem with the modern football fan. Why can't we just have centre backs that are good at defending? That's what I like. Radu Dragshin is not a midfielder. He's a defender. Let him defend. He's good at defending. Danso, he's a good defender. Let him defend. We don't need centre backs to be midfielders. We need them to be defenders.
I saw a stat, and I don't know if it's correct. I think it was something like 40% of Son's goals this season has come from a starting player, Romero, which again is why I would start three at the back. Let Danzo be that centre anchor. Van der Ven done what he did against United last time, where he run past everybody and then cut it back. Romero's fantastic on the ball. For me, I would play a back three, and if it fouls, but we've given it a good shot, I think I could say, you know what, he tried. That's what I would have done. How can I moan at him? I just think if we get that first goal and we've got those three on the pitch at the same time, I think that enhances our chances of winning tenfold.
Those three, and then the two, Bentancur and Basuma in front of them, to add as that anchor that can drop into those. Like when we're out of possession and they're coming down the wings, either they can drop into the back three and Van der Ven can basically play left back, and Danso and Romero can play right back. Squeeze that space out because United are playing with wing backs. They are playing with two forwards and wing backs. So it would make sense to play three centre backs just to have to match them up. Whereas if they've got those 5 in midfield and we've only got 2 at the back, it can be interesting. But with that back 5, we can get the best out of what we've got tool-wise.
You're right, but do you know what? Let's have a start wrap up. But people in the chat, and we'll go you first, Ben, and then James. Who do you reckon is the key man for Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow? It doesn't have to be Sonny because he's captain and obviously he's back, which we'd imagine. It doesn't have to be a shit-hot player that's had a good season. Well, there's not many that have had a good season. Who do you, in your honesty, there's no wrong answer. There's absolutely no wrong answer. And I pretty much know what James is going to say. Probably the same as Ledo said. Ledo, I hope I've said your name correct. Ben, who do you reckon is the key man tomorrow?
Pedro Porro.
Okay, you're going Porro.
Yeah.
Okay, James?
So I was going to say Porro or Vicario because, and I know people go, oh, why Vicario? I think he's going to have a very important moment tomorrow to keep that ball out of the net and not be stupid in front of goal either. So I think Porro attackingly and defensively Vicario.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
see,
going to say,
I'm
we'll
gonna
go for
see
it.
what
What
everyone's saying.
about me? Whoa. Let me have my God. My God, Ben, you're very eager. I'm irrelevant. Actually, Will.
No, you're going to say David Raya.
Mate, who does Will think? Will, who do you think is the key man tomorrow?
He doesn't watch football.
You still want a name?
For me, I am going to say because I think I've just seen Fran in here, the wonderful Fran. I'm going to stick my neck out and I'm going to say East Basuma. I think we've seen if he is ticking, Man U can't handle him. I think if he can be in the mood that he's been in recently in Europe, I think it's massive game for Basuma tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm agreeing with Angus. I'd like to change my.
Change your answer.
With that, I think if we played a back 3, not only does it suit our centre backs and full backs, I think it suits Vicario as well. He'll have more options to pass short to rather than try and force that pass.
Stop that. No passing short tomorrow. Kick it as far as you bloody well can. Do not do this. Listen, like I said, the shot stopping, you know my love on him. You know, and I just want to say a big hello to someone who I haven't seen for ages. Wes the King. I'm going to be reaching out to you after the final. I'm going to be doing a lot of content around evening times, our time, like not 8, 9, 10 o'clock onwards.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and get as many people from this side of the pond to come and join and have chats like this, very open, fun, light-hearted. And Wes, I know we've said we'll get you on. I desperately want to get you on a lot, Wes. So I'll reach out to you, buddy. I hope you're well. Top man, this guy.
It would be nice to see Son step up and do it because I think he doesn't deserve a trophy, but he's definitely been loyal to us, and I think he's had some of our best moments in the last.
Deserve a trophy?
No one deserves it because every final we've turned up in, every final we've got to, he hasn't turned up in. So deserved is a funny word for me. I think you only deserve it if you turn up and become man of the match consistently and still lose. So for me, I would say Gareth Bale deserved the trophy because week in, week out, that man did everything he physically could to win it. Whereas I think Son's gone missing in too many finals. So deserved is, for me, is not the right word. But I would love to see him step up tomorrow and actually get the goal.
Gareth Bale does have a trophy for Spurs Flower Power. How dare you?
I will.
2008. Gareth Bale was in the team.
I will say as well. Colin Cross-Romano just brought one up. I love Solanke. I honestly do. I think I've said it all season. We bought a guy who's brilliant in the air and craves on service and needs service, and we haven't got wingers that can cross a football. Not saying that he shouldn't have done better this season. He should have goal-wise. The work this man puts in for the team, his closing down, his work rate, his hold-up play, he has come up with the penalty he scored in the first leg to make it 3-1. He got the all-important goal to pretty much make the tie out of reach for Bodo. He has chipped in this Europa League run with some very important goals, and I would love nothing more than for Solanke to have a monster game, because I honestly think there is a strike. Do I think he needs to do a lot better? Yes. Has he only had one prolific season in the Premier League? Yes. Do I think if we can get the wingers in there to support him, he could be a beast? Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So hopefully we'll have a massive game. Oh, Dan G's mate, you're always welcome, brother. You're always welcome. There's going to be a lot of people.
There's going to be a lot of Sonny win a trophy. I would love to see Sonny win a trophy. It'd be so great.
Well, you look at it. You look at all the. We're talking about the year of the underdog, then the year of the birds. How ironic would it be that Kane and Sonny win a trophy, their first major trophy in the same? There's so many things that are written in the stars that you're just like, do you know what? And if Sonny and Kane, Sonny wins a trophy, and to see Sonny lift that trophy will be a thing of beauty, or any of the players, but Sonny
Sonny's going to win a trophy, and then Flower Power will get a Son shirt.
Yeah, he will.
He's muted.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute, Flower.
Sorry, mate. I love Son, but I just don't think he's good enough for us anymore. I think if we want to move on to the next level, we need to release and reinvest. But like I always say, he's one of the best players I've ever seen play for Tottenham, to be honest. But no, if we win, I'm buying a Vicario shirt.
No,
well, yeah, I'm going to have one bit of fun about Levy on this. It's just a fun question, and it's just a typical one. With Levy, if we win the cup, the Spurs social media first talk about the parade, the glory, blah, blah, blah. Is one of the first tweets. What comes first? Loads of glory tweets, or the 2025 Europa League clothing line is now open and available in the club shop. Which one comes first?
I think it'll be the glory tweet, and then obviously there will be other stuff for sale. But again, for me, Noki, if you were winning a trophy, sell everything you can. That's all I care about. Do it.
Sell it all for the transfer budget. Sell it all for the transfer budget.
I think I read somewhere else as well.
Known in Levy speak as the hotel budget.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere else as well that Romero.
Oh my God.
I think I read somewhere that Romero's never lost a final.
No, he hasn't.
But mate, this is the thing. He's never lost a final. But then with Manchester United, Casemiro has never lost one. Onana has never won one. And what do you reckon against Spurs is more likely? Casemiro drops a stinker, or Onana has a Tim Krul?
Both. Yeah, I think it's more likely that Casemiro has a stinker than Onana plays like Tim Krul.
Oh, wait a minute. So there you go. Maybe it's a club final. What? Who are you talking about? Casemiro or are you talking about Romero?
Casemiro lost the Copa America final. Yeah.
I'm talking about Casemiro's never for club. For club, he's never lost a final. For Real Madrid, for his teams before, he's never, ever lost a a domestic trophy. So we shall see. But you know what? Let's get everyone. We're going to wrap it up shortly. Score predictions, people. Let's get your score predictions in, and we'll go through them once we've given ours. Flower.
2-0. Vicario clean sheet. Shirt purchased by the end of the evening.
There you go, Mario. There you go. Cheers, brother. So you're going 2-0. All right, who's the scorers?
Vicario and Vicario. I'm going to go a bit rogue. I'm going to say Bissouma and Son.
Whoa,
Son clinches it for the second. Yeah.
Cough.
3-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs.
Goal scorers?
I'm going to go Sonny. I'm going to go Pedro Porro from a free kick.
Oh,
And I'm going to go Maguire own goal.
My God. Okay. Mate, do you know what? This could possibly be the worst result. And if it was a free kick, if his free kicks don't hit the wall tomorrow, then it's a fix.
No,
There's
1-0 Spurs. Ericsson own goal.
oh goal, no, but can you imagine the other way around? If it is a defeat and it's a Christian Eriksen free kick, it would be like, you bastard. I'm going 2-1 Spurs like Brian Gibson. And I'm going to go Sonny and Brennan Johnson. Sonny and Brennan Johnson.
JDL.
I have to say, at the beginning of the show, I don't know if he's still in the chat, Boxing Hotspur 67 said he's got that £190, 190 to 1 bet on. I can't remember the goal scorers, but it was, what was it? Richie and Bissouma to pick up yellow cards.
Yeah.
Whatever Boxing Hotspur 67 said, I can't remember I don't know if he's still here. If he is, put it in again. But I hope that bet comes in.
Do you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Archie Gray get a goal in the dying moments and then Lubo do a knee slide on the pitch. That's what I want to see. I want to see Lubo going on. He's like, I told you all about Archie Gray. And then he's going to put you all in the mud, personally. But thank you all so much for watching. We are going to wrap it up there. I am going to Bilbao tomorrow. So there will be no stream on the Coffee Company tomorrow. I will be back Friday on my channel for hopefully a celebration.
Well, Friday we'll do a joint one, Ben. We'll do a joint one because Thursday I can't do anything because obviously I'm going to go get my stents out and everything.
I'll have to do it early though. We'll celebrate the win and then I'm going to the parade because
Has it always been so soon? I'm so surprised. It's like a day after. Because obviously Thursday's day. Well, yeah, but Thursday, you think the players will travel back, and Friday, I thought it would have been at least a weekend.
Do you know what? Well, you got to remember, Sunday, they got the final game of the season. I think they would have looked to do it Monday, bank holiday, but then you think, right, how many people are going to be away doing stuff or whatever? But listen, like we were saying before you came on, James, don't know if you were watching, would you rather have the parade at a very close date and a silly time or whatever, or none at all? And I think we all know the answer to that question.
Yeah, of course. I'm just annoyed because I put loads of work in for that Friday because I've been away for 2 weeks but not getting paid. Those poor customers are going to be cold.
Yeah, not poor customers. It's those imaginary fake prawns you had the night before. Or the plane. You got the perfect. Don't even need to do dodgy prawns, the aeroplane food.
My flight's been cancelled. I'll take loads of photos now. And I'm like, my flight's been cancelled. Sorry.
Mate, just get your house blaring some Greek music. Get your house blaring some Greek music. Go out where your smoker is going, flight's cancelled. There you go, mate. Just don't get caught. Yeah. Don't get caught. I'll say don't get caught on the parade on video. When we were going to when I had my season ticket, the first time I ever went to Highbury, down to the filth by myself or with my mates, not with whatever, I went with a load of mates from school, and my mates are season ticket holders. We were 16? No, 15. And one of my mates, we're still at school. One of my mates at half time was having a cigarette. And then we got home, and I was staying at his house for the night, and his parents like, sit fucking down. Sit fucking down in this living room right now. He's like, fuck me, what's going on? I think it was a 0-0 or 1-1 game, whatever. It was the season that Klinsmann was at Spurs the first time. And they're like, do you want to, the parents started ripping into him, going, do you want to fucking explain yours? Blah, blah. It's like, what for that? I've been at Spurs. They're like, we know you've been at Spurs. And they're like, so what's the problem? They said, let me just turn the TV on. They paused it. There is zoomed in on him sparking up a cigarette at 15 years old, smoking, bang on the TV in the clock end at Highbury. My God, I was like, they're like, Brian, you may want to go upstairs and go to bed, mate. This ain't on you. Go to bed, mate. And I was like, oh, thank God, mate, the shouting. But I'm just saying, just imagine, don't be, oh my God, my flight got cancelled. I'll listen to the green music and then do an interview on Tottenham. Oh, how's it feel to win a final? When you're like, just hide.
Fair.
But without further ado, it's time to end the show. Thank you all so much for watching. We're not going to do the traditional one because there's only.
I'm going to change it.
Are
Though.
you?
I'm going to change it.
You're going to change it, but we're going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Flower power, catchphrase.
And as always, Vicario, clean sheet.
Absolutely. And thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, yes, what the cough is brewing. Take it away, Aki.
And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Spurs. Big up.
Tottenham Hotspur.